And finally, this is a rosé d'assemblage. And this rosé d'assemblage is 60% Chardonnay, 40% Pinot Noir. 50% of this cuvée is 05. Did I just say 50? Yeah, 50. 50% of the cuvée is 04, 03, 02. 90% of that reserve wine is still red. 10% is white. So, 50, 05 vintage. That's 100% white. That's 100% Chardonnay. Of the 50 remaining in the 03, 02, and 04, 90% is red, still white. 10% is Chardonnay. Yeah. And blended together. Now, I've had this conversation with every single grower I go to. Why don't you do a rosé de saignée versus a rosé d'assemblage? And 90% of the guys will tell you, including the ones who do rosé de saignée, you never twice have the same color. So there is absolutely no consistency. One year it might come out very, very light, and next year it might come out, fluorescent pink. And the Champenois in generally are obsessed with continuity. They're obsessed with continuity, quality continuity from year to year to year to year. And
they're more German than the Germans are genetically.
Oddly enough,
Forget this.
Oddly enough, you'd think that the small growers would be trying to do something extraordinarily different than the big houses. Yet their mini models copy the big house models. And it's fascinating because they're both trying to become independent of them, but at the same time using the same kind of marketing models and so on. Same thing. So consistency is a main thing here, and hence a good probably 90% of the rosés out there are rosé d'assemblage. You can almost fix the colors. After 6 months, it's going to get to its stabilized color. When this comes out, though, and he's just done the assemblage, it's much redder than this because it isn't the satin pink. Now we have several rosé de saignés in the portfolio. Bruno Gabial does a rosé de saignée. There's Servo does a rosé de saignée, and a couple of other people. I think Massin, the Côte d'Ivoire, does a rosé de saignée. And they're marvelous wines. They're beautiful expressions of what they represent, and they're in their own right. But they're a very different process to arrive to a rosé. And this pairs gorgeously well with red meats, but it also pairs extraordinarily well with chocolate. Or things like Camille or something like that. Also pairs really well on slightly hot stuff. I mean, I've had this on a chili con carne. Let's see. Chili con carne. Well, there you go. That pretty much concludes my little presentation. I've got about another 15 minutes to answer any questions, and then I have to run to the airport.